Live from Radio Row, SportsGrid's coverage of Super Bowl 59 continues. Joe Lisi alongside Barryn Sorrell of Texas, edge rusher, linebacker. Barryn, just talk to me about the experience on Radio Row and, more importantly, the game on Sunday.
Yeah, it's been a great experience just coming out here and doing this, and very excited for the game on Sunday as well.
Do you have a prediction, Philadelphia or Kansas City?
I think Kansas City is going to pull it out. I don't have a certain score prediction, but I definitely something's telling me that Kansas City is going for this three-peat.
Can't go against Pat Mahomes, right?
Yeah,
Big 12
right.
type of guy back in.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Now, you had a great season at Texas. I know it didn't end the way you wanted, but a great season nonetheless. You make the college football playoff. Your defense really came around over the past couple of years, one of the most dominant in the SEC, especially in run support, right? Talk to me a little bit about your experience in Austin and your relationship with head coach Steve Sarkisian.
Yeah, very blessed to go to the University of Texas in a great city, Austin, Texas. I mean, my college experience was second to none. I mean, I'm very appreciative for being out there, and definitely appreciative of coming in my freshman year. Coach Sark came in, and I feel like we just meshed well very quickly, just for the fact that, I mean, he prioritized winning, and we both just see eye to eye in that, and I'm very thankful to have a good coach like him.
What was it in terms of the transition, moving from the Big 12 to the SEC, right? You went toe-to-toe. A couple of years ago, your team knocked off Alabama in Tuscaloosa. That really set the stage for the college football playoff, the game against Washington, and then fast forward to this year, you just had a dynamic regular season. What was that like, moving conferences, right, from the Big 12 to the SEC?
Yeah, well, we left the Big 12 on a good note. I mean, we called it our farewell tour, and we definitely completed the mission there, and that set us up for the next season. But like you said, I mean, playing Tuscaloosa, going to Tuscaloosa, getting that win, and then the year before my sophomore year, Alabama comes to Austin, Texas. So we definitely had the experience of playing these type of teams, but just knowing that it's going to be on a week-to-week basis, and we needed to step it up. And, I mean, obviously we won the Big 12. We won the conference championship that year, but we knew that was going to take more going into the SEC because, I mean, the competition is there week in and week out, and we experienced that this week, but we still got to the goal of making it to the conference championship. Didn't win and finish the way we wanted to, but making it there, realizing that a lot of other teams wasn't playing that week is definitely a blessing, and that just goes to the hard work and buy-in that we had from the guys.
You're heading into the NFL draft in a couple of months, right? In terms of your play, your style, you're athletic, you're big, you can run sideline to sideline. Is there a specific player that you sort of believe that you can be like in terms of the next level?
Yeah, I definitely think I'm my own player, and I think that's why I had the success I've been having up until this point. But I feel like you could definitely learn a lot of different things from a multitude of guys, and I feel like that's what I've been doing. I mean, I watch guys like Max Crosby. I watch guys like Myles Garrett. I watch a little bit of T.J. Watt, kind of guys with similar body types, but I just try to take something and learn from each and every one of them.
I have to ask you, because you went to Texas, right? Teammates Quinn Ewers, Arch Manning, right? You watched both of them play. Thoughts about both of those quarterbacks on the next level?
Yeah, I mean, I've been fortunate to be around two very good quarterbacks, and I'm very excited for Quinn to see what he's going to do in this upcoming process of his life. But I'm also excited to see my boy Arch back in Austin. I mean, he's from New Orleans, so I know he got that dog in him, and I feel like everybody's been surprised about the type of swagger and stuff that he have. But, I mean, when you come from New Orleans, I mean, I just feel like it come natural. And watching him just go about the things the way he did these last couple of years, I'm very excited to see what he does with the program.
Well, Austin does it right? Go big or go home. Everything is big, right? What is the experience like playing in Darrell Royal Stadium? To walk out, hook 'em horns. What does that just encompass for you as a former player of a great college?
Yeah, man, it's definitely a blessing. I mean, the experiences that I had playing for the University of Texas is second to none. From the first time I went out there and saw the wave of orange, I mean, it's real. Like, Longhorn Nation and their support is real, and they also travel too. So I've been fortunate to play for one of the best college fan base in college football. I mean, every week they're showing out in the home stadium. I mean, it's unreal. I mean, I feel like we definitely have one of the best game day experiences in college football. But even when we're traveling, they're there, and Longhorn Nation gonna show up every time. And playing in DKR, I mean, it's hard to explain, but I mean, just know on third downs and certain parts of the game, it's hard to hear somebody that's right next to you.
Is there a moment that stands out for you over the past couple of seasons? Obviously, you have had some dynamic wins, dynamic performances. But is there one that stands out above the rest for you personally?
Yeah, I mean, the best experience for me, I mean, is holding up that conference championships, that trophy. I mean, not a lot of people get to do that. And it was a long process and a journey that went into that. And we put a lot of work in, obviously leading these guys, getting them to buy into the culture. We have very good coaches, and just seeing it all turn out. And I mean, we won at the end of the day. And I mean, that's the goal. And obviously everybody says it, but actually accomplishing it, standing up on that stage, holding that trophy up, I mean, it definitely was one of the best experiences in my life.
The other thing that stands out when you go to Texas or you go to Oklahoma is that Red River rivalry, right? That's a step above, right?
Yep.
We talk about rivalries in college football. What does that mean to you?
Man, I mean, it's very historic. There's a lot of great tradition behind that game and history behind that game. And I've been fortunate to play in that game 4 times, and it's been a blessing every time, man. I mean, you go out there and you get to compete on that type of stage. I mean, both fan bases are bringing it every single time, and the intensity is definitely there. The rivalry is definitely there. The hate is definitely there, for sure.
You're an edge rusher, so you get to talk to some quarterbacks throughout the SEC. I feel there's a couple there that have to be on the list that like to talk, right? Diego Pavia from Vanderbilt does a little talking, doesn't he?
Yeah. He definitely was one of the guys that talk. I mean,
he talks some smack, right?
Yeah. In that conference, I mean, I feel like every week you can name a list of guys, not even just quarterbacks, but everybody's going at it and talking. But I mean, that just brings out the competition in all of us.
Well, great insight, great information. We'll be back after this.